All right, well, I made my own extended striker for my hammer. I drilled a 1/8 inch hole in the hammer, and I used, these are 1/8 by 1/2 inch hardened dowels. Hammered it in, no rhyme or reason to the length at this point, just curious to see if it'll work. And ground it down so that it wasn't terribly long. One thing to note is this hole for the spring in the back actually goes pretty close through here, so almost to this O-ring. So when I drilled this here, it's maybe like 2 millimeters deep, but it is a good hammer friction fit, so I had to tap that in pretty good. I don't think it's going to come out, at least for testing. If it does, well, first of all, if it works, I'll have to play with pin length, but I will set it with some Loctite if that is the case. Let's see how it does.
Hey guys, Sean, Leslie Lower Dummies. TMC, officially, we are going to call this the hammer pin mod. It is currently untested. You're about to see it first right here. One thing I did change, the heavy duty drive spring I've been using. I was using a ball bearing as a shim in the end of the hammer. I think I was shorting myself there, so I've actually, because you get 10 of them when you order these springs from AliExpress, I took another one and I nipped off, so I took 8 millimeters of this spring and I stacked it on the original heavy duty drive spring, removed the ball bearing, so there's no ball bearing shims in this. It's just a spring shim with an additional 8 millimeters. And the hammer pin mod, of course. Let's see what it does. Unfortunately, I didn't wash my balls tonight, so I only have 4 3.7 gram riot balls remaining. So all we're gonna get to see is 4 shots. Should be enough to tell me if anything good is happening. 12 gram CO2.
$374. $368. Now those numbers are more like when I originally installed the hammer spring. $366. $362. Those are pretty good. I'm actually quite happy with that. I didn't hear any clanging in there, so the pin is clearly holding. Is the pin long enough? Or is it too long? I don't know yet. Unfortunately, I don't have x-ray vision. So I kind of just winged that first one. I will make adjustments and you will see them here. One thing to note, I don't know a 12 gram is large enough CO2 to maybe realize the potential of that extra volume that I created and the extra long hammer strike. So I'll try 16 gram in the coming days. Let me just throw some joules in here and see what it does. Tossed, I don't know, I think if I put 8 in there. 8 gram Rimberg joules. $254. $244. $240. I'm gonna say I'm pretty happy with that. Longer barrel still coming, guys. Might be able to eke a little bit more out of there. more CO2. We'll see what it can do. Hey, boo-boo.